Today has to be one of baseball's biggest free agency day in years. Well, actually not years, considering that last year the Phillies signed Bryce Harper to a $350 million deal over 12 years, and the Padres also signed Manny Machado to what was it, $250 million deal over 8 years or 9 years? Can't remember exactly. But today, after the Phillies signed Zach Wheeler, the Yankees go out and sign Garrett Cole to a record-breaking 9-year, $324 million deal. That's $26 million plus per year for a guy who pitches every 5 days. I don't care how good he is. That's overpaying, and they're going to pay for it in their pockets. Like financial-wise, of course. If he doesn't get them to the promised land, which is to win the World Series, because that's the Yankee standards, of course. And the Phillies also signed Didi Gregorius from the Yankees to go play where Joe Girardi, the old manager of the Yankees, now manages the Phillies. Another move the Mets should have made, picking Joe Girardi over Carlos Beltran, which again they did not, and I'm unhappy about that. But that's a story for another day. We'll see if the Mets Beltran can change their mind as manager. Anyway, the Mets, in response to the Yankees signing Garrett Cole to that record-breaking deal and losing Zach Wheeler to the rival Phillies on a 4 or 5 year, I can't remember exactly, $100 plus, $120 million deal. The Mets' response is to sign a guy with potential, who's still young, only 28, Michael Wacha. The guy has potential, like I said. A couple years ago, he won 17 games in 2015. 2 years ago, had an ERA and 15 starts, even with injuries of around 3. But last year, even though he played most of the year pitching, he was moved to the bullpen, I believe, for a playoff team, the Cardinals, because he just did not perform as a starting pitcher. But also, the fact that his ERA was over 4, even with that said, that he was moved to the bullpen, not pitching as much or as much per game as he did. That was my hand, by the way. So you didn't think someone else was in the video. But anyway, my thoughts is the Yankees overpaid for Cole. If he doesn't bring them a World Series because they lost other pieces and they can't spend other money now because they spent so much on Cole, the move's going to be useless. He did more for the Astros. Well, I can't say that yet, but I could say in the future if it doesn't work out. I will say this in a video in 9 years, if I'm still making videos then, that, honestly, he did better for the Astros as of now than he did for the Yankees. We'll see if I'm right or if I'm wrong in 9 years or even 5 years. Probably the best years of his contract. I like the Mets move for Walker. I think it's a very reasonable non-risk move. 1 year, $3 million maybe, with incentives up to $10 million. But he has a lot to prove still. He's young. He had injuries the last couple of years. Last year was not a good year for him. I'm doubtful, hopeful again with the Mets with this move, but they need to do more. They lost Wheeler. They filled the hole for 1 year at least. This is until Cohen takes more responsibility financially, and hopefully Steve Cohen turns around the team. But anyway, I'm just hoping the Mets do more than just this. It's a nice move, and again, everything else is for another video in the future. But the best the Mets could do, I guess, is Michael Wacha, shamefully. All right, let's go Mets 2020.